Marvel Zombies, one of the more intricate universes within Marvel that isn't really elaborated on but has a lot of potential. In the 4 episodes of Season 1 being released just recently, here is my review on everything I liked and didn't like within Marvel Zombies. So first, let's start off with what I liked. First off, the premise. What happens if the Marvel Universe turns into zombies and everyone has to survive on their own? What happens when overpowered individuals become zombies and start wreaking havoc? The premise itself is very intriguing, and the way they went about doing it in this, it's got potential. The use of characters, specifically Kamala Khan. She did not have a good run in the live-action MCU. Let's be real, no one really remembers her. But seeing her and a bunch of other ragtag individuals create a team to fight off these zombies, I thoroughly enjoyed. Never once did I think Kamala Khan would be the main character of something related to Marvel Zombies, and I actually enjoy it. Another thing I liked, some of the characters that were fan favorites or were overpowered didn't have plot armor, except for a certain someone, which I will get to soon. A lot of these characters, if you got attached to them, that was taken away from you damn near immediately. And you should know something with a title like this, you just shouldn't get attached. Another thing I really liked was the character designs, the action sequences, and honestly the dialogue. Even the broken characters like Infinity Hulk, using things that we haven't seen in any iteration of the MCU, kind of nice. That final fight, even though I don't like the conclusion, was still really good. And honestly, I will say there's some uniqueness to this that I haven't seen in any other animation or MCU related project. Same thing could be said about Thanos, that fight with T'Challa and Spider-Man. And seeing things that we've never seen before in the MCU, like Shang-Chi's rings, stopping the zombie infection on his arm. It's the small things, more or less. I also love how the zombies, specifically Namor, were just absolutely unhinged. Homie was doing the most, to be so for real. But that just goes to show that each one of them, whether they're controlled by Wanda or not, they're insane. They didn't have any shred of humanity, which is how it should have been. Now, onto everything I didn't like. If it wasn't already blatantly obvious, Wanda Maximoff. This woman needs to stop being shoehorned in as a villain with the same storyline consistently. I have seen so many people say it's not the same storyline, it's not this, it's not that. Did we watch the same thing? Watch WandaVision. Watch Multiverse of Madness and watch this. Each storyline is damn near the exact same, if not exactly the same. One's power will do anything to get to that point. Sound familiar? Because that's exactly what happened. I know this is small, but the power scaling aspect of it all, which leads onto the inconsistencies of everything that has happened within the MCU and Marvel Zombies. Granted, it's two separate things altogether, but still. I stated this in a previous video. Thanos being able to one-shot Stormbreaker, knowing that in the live action, Stormbreaker was literally built to withstand all the powers of the stones. So what happened there? And Infinity Hulk at the end of the season basically being fodder to all hell, knowing he should be that powerful, when he doesn't even use the power of the stones within him to do anything. It's literally just air attacks on different zombies, and that's it. They nerfed the absolute dog shit out of this guy to justify Scarlet Witch winning. Or at least that's what we think happened, because there's no justification as to what happens next, which would then lead into Season 2. I also don't like the plot holes within this first season. Why does Scarlet Witch want her? Like, at all? That's not elaborated on or explained at all, and it's kind of just there, I guess, to push the story along. She needs her alive, but we don't really know why. Which I understand, they want to do that just so we can get a Season 2 to continue it, I get it. But it would have been nice to know at least something. How this whole thing started, I would have liked to know that. What about the other Marvel characters we haven't seen? Is this a continuation to something? Is it possible we'll see Infinity Stone Ultron by chance? If this is, in fact, a continuation off of What If, even though that's not confirmed, I'm led to believe eventually it will. But at this point, who knows? It's literally just up in the air. But honestly, in all honesty, my main gripe is Wanda as a villain. It's gone on for too long. I don't care what anyone says. Oh, you're complaining. I don't give a shit. I've seen this so many times at this point. I just know how this is going to play out. Every time I see Wanda on screen as the villain, quote unquote, I know how it's going to end. Or I know her motivation and everything. Does that not get boring to you all after a while? Does it not? I know fans of Wanda are eating this shit up. Like, they look at it and like, oh, it's fantastic, it's great. When in reality, it's not. It's really not. Switch it up. Give it some spice, please. Other than that, though, I would rate this a 7.5 out of 10. A lot of potential here. They definitely could have elaborated and cleaned up on a few things, but I want a Season 2. I do. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate this at all. I liked it more than anything. I want to know where this goes. And please, give me a Season 2.